Mom, the meatloaf. I'm hungry and I'm trying to make a marketing video. Oh, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another series of Growth Marketing by OM. Today, we're going to talk about funneling your audiences on Facebook, one of my favorite topics, and it's all about how we get really advanced with Facebook and drive people from awareness and make our audiences and our campaign objective all the way from awareness to intent to taking the action we want people to take. So, excited to talk about it? Let's dive in. In typical marketing fashion, we're gonna have a funnel, we're gonna approach our Facebook audiences and Facebook campaign objectives in the same way we would approach a traditional marketing funnel. Awareness, intent, action. And then what we have here, as we push people through this funnel, is the conversion event. We're in B2B, so typically a demo request or a form fill. If you're in the e-commerce space, of course, it would be a financial transaction. So let's think about how this works. At the top of funnel, we're typically using our saved audiences, or if we already have some initial data, our lookalike audiences, and keep an eye out for a lookalike video, it's gonna be a good one. And we have an objective around engagement. So we're leveraging Facebook algorithm to drive engagement. Hey Facebook, we have this giant segment of people, help us figure out which ones care enough about our product to engage with the product. Now, once we know who those people are that are engaged, we start to push those people down the funnel. Meaning our next audiences are remarketing audiences that went to our website, or the engaged audience. You go back into the Facebook audience builder and you find people that engaged with your initial ad. If you don't know how to do that, I'm gonna show you real soon. And the objective there is gonna be a little more intent. So we're gonna look for click or possibly a light conversion event. This is where you could use your calculator or your ebook and really start bringing people into our ecosystem. And then at the final stage, we're looking at our high intent audience, high intent remarketing. When I say high intent, it's people that have taken an advanced action, almost began to fill a form, add to cart, downloaded our ebook, and we feel that we are ready to optimize to those people around a conversion goal. Now what's gonna happen? The funnel works together as a whole to give you your CPL, your cost per lead or cost per purchase if you're in the e-commerce space. Very often you'll start to see that your bottom of funnel converts well and people start to ignore their top of funnel. So this is an important topic because as a whole, you always have to feed the top of funnel to drive conversions at the bottom. If you break the funnel at any point, you're actually gonna break your conversion goal and your cost per lead is gonna increase significantly. So you wanna view your campaigns and your campaign objective as a holistic funnel that drives people from awareness about your solution, figures out who in those audiences actually care about your solution, and then push them down to take the action that you want. Hope that was valuable. Now let's dig into our spec and how we do this for our clients. Excellent, so let's dive in. Here is our spec. We have our campaigns. Obviously there's times when you use separate campaigns or you want to group it all into one campaign. In Facebook, you have one objective per campaign, so you typically have to separate them out. Our campaign goal, we have tofu, middle funnel, and bottom of funnel, and the campaign objective. For this specific campaign, top of funnel, we're pushing a landing page view. Middle funnel, we're pushing a registration. It's a really lightweight registration. And then bottom of funnel, we're pushing a subscriber, a paid customer. And our audiences are built in that same format. Of course, there's an optimization component. So we start with a lot of audiences, saved audiences, lookalikes, and over time, we're optimizing around what's performing. At the middle funnel, we're getting to our user list and our remarketing audiences. And at the bottom of funnel, we're using our high intent remarketing audience and our registered audience, people that have already registered to push them into the purchase action. Again, this is how we want to funnel our audiences. Now, one topic I brought up before, we want to show you guys how to take people from engagement into an audience. Basically, how do we go from that $1 million number that Facebook gives us into a core group of people that actually care about our product at the top of the funnel, where a lot of people tend to spend a lot of money. So now we're in our audience builder, and all I'm doing here is going to your custom audience, choosing a source. We're going to choose a source inside Facebook, such as video, and now we're choosing our own content. So we did a top of funnel ad. That's a video view objective. And now we're trying to figure out who of those people care about our solution so we can focus our budget on those people. So we're going to do people who watched 50% of our video. And then in the content, we're going to find the content that we used for that specific video, for that specific ad. And they show up right here. And of course, we have our campaign video, which is right here. And now, people who watched 75% as well, you can continue to layer on concepts of this video over a certain time frame. Let's do 45 days. Video view audience. Now, as this audience populates, it's what we're using for our middle of funnel and really keep pushing people through the purchase cycle. Thanks for tuning in and see you guys soon.